Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you how map control can help you to dominate Rainbow Six Siege, as well as tips on how to do this. So if you do find this video useful, consider dropping a like on the video. If there are any topics that you would like me to cover next, or if you have a specific topic that you are struggling with and would like me to cover it, well, comment it down below so I know to do them. Very quickly before the video starts, I would just like to let you all know that I do stream on Mixer on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. The link will be in the description below if you want to go and check it out. If you are new around here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get on into it. Firstly, some of you may be wondering, well, what is map control? Map control is having full control of a certain area or point on the map. This will ultimately give your team a lot of confidence as you have full control of a certain area on the map. It allows you to cut off rotation points, any flanks, and it can give your team a big advantage. When attacking, map control can force defenders into certain positions such as the objective itself. When defending, it can really make life difficult for attackers, as the attackers are pinpointed into a certain situation and most likely they are going to be pinched and very easy to be picked off. Now we're going to be going over some of the ways that you and your team can gain map control. First of all, we're going to be talking about the use of the Entry Fragger to gain early map control. If you're wondering what the term Entry Fragger means, well, I've got a full video covered on the operator roles in Rainbow Six Siege if you are looking for that information. There'll be a card in the top right. So the Entry Fragger can be used to gain early map control by simply entering the building first. Entry Fraggers are very effective at gaining early map control due to them being able to catch defenders off guard and gain that certain situation of the map. This means that Entry Fragger can then watch the flank for their teammates whilst they go ahead and enter the building, and then they can dominate that section of the map. This means that you have instantly cleared one section of the map and now you are able to block off that rotation. The operator Amaru is a fantastic one for gaining early map control, simply because she can already be in the building within the first 10 seconds of the round and gain that map control. Now, you're not necessarily going to be entering straight through the objective with Amaru, as this is a very bad idea and not an effective use of her. Instead, you want to be using Amaru for early map control and gaining certain sections of the map. Which section you decide to dominate first will depend on your team's game plan. Then the Amaru can watch her teammates back whilst they make their way onto the building, helping out with that map control and gaining more confidence for your team. Now we're going to be moving on to the next way of gaining map control in Rainbow Six Siege, which is playing vertically. Playing from above or below can make defenders' lives very difficult and you're gaining much more map control. If you're opening up from above, then you'll have a support player watching the flank for you in case any rotations happen. When opening from above, the defenders are either going to contest it or try to make a move and rotate somewhere else. Well, if your other group of teammates are on the middle floor, they can very easily have that map control of the certain section, not allowing that defender to rotate, which means they'll be instantly pinched, as if they stay in the objective, then the players from above will very easily pick them off. However, if they decide to rotate out, your teammates will have that map control to watch it. As well as this, playing vertically can counter the mirror spots. Well, actually, the mirror is there to stop attackers pushing through that point and to deny their entry. While playing from above or below can actually counter that mirror, allowing attackers to make their push through there and gaining more map control. Now we're going to be moving on to a way that defenders can gain their map control, which is roaming. Now the roamer's job isn't necessarily to go and gain that map control for your defending team. Actually, it's to go ahead and delay the attackers on their route of gaining more map control, as the presence of that defender is actually going to go ahead and delay the enemy team from gaining more map control. Roaming is a very effective way of delaying the attackers of gaining their map control, as map control is absolutely crucial for the attackers to execute an effective push, which will ultimately obstruct the attacker's game plan and cause them to have to rush and panic. Now we're going to be discussing the ways on countering map control for both defense and attack. For attackers, they are actually able to counter that roamer who is delaying their time on gaining that map control by executing an effective roam clear. The roam clear will end up killing the roamer or end up forcing them to rotate back to site. This roam clear should be done quickly and efficiently so that you can maximise your time to gain that map control back. Even if you don't end up eliminating that roamer, it is still effective, as you can then gain that map control that the roamer originally had, which will allow you to go and cut off that rotation for the roamer. Now we're going to be quickly moving on to a way that defenders can counter map control, which is dominating key areas of the map. With map control, some areas are more valuable than others. For example, if you're playing on coastline and you're going to be attacking the penthouse, you would obviously want to have map control of the 90 hallway so that you can block off any rotations from multiple doorways. Now, a way that defenders can actually go ahead and counter that map control is to simply just be there. For example, a very good setup is for a smoke to sit on the 90 hallway with a deployable shield. Whether you manage to pick up any kills here or not doesn't matter, the fact is you've gone and delayed them that entry for this map control. And ultimately, depending on which team controls a certain point of the map, can really change the game up. And then the obvious counter, which we've gone and talked about before, is roaming. With this one, remember, your goal isn't necessarily to go ahead and gain that map control, it's actually to go ahead and delay the attackers of gaining the map control. Simply being a sneaky and annoying roamer is very effective for your team. And that's going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did find this video useful, or you enjoyed it, then make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.